Time to check in with Kathy Helbig from the Kathy Helbig Group. Good morning, Kathy Helbig.
Good morning.
Good morning, Kathy.
Did I hear you are now a New York Times bestselling author?
It is an Amazon best-selling offer because we released the ebook first. But yes, in about, 20 different categories or something, we were able to smash it.
That's what I'm hearing. I mean, sold out, the whole thing.
Yeah, so that
tell
was
us about
surprising.
the book.
Well, the book is a combination of, it's an interview style with 𝕊𝕬𝕠𝕟, who is the publisher of a series called BOSSUP. So it has different categories, and ours is BOSSUP in real estate. And each woman has a chapter to kind of touch on what are some of the adversities, how did they get into real estate, what are some of the challenges they faced, and then, how do they push through to the other side. So my little chapter is pretty much my story that people that know me know, but there's a lot of other great chapters in there, too, that are super inspiring and just, make people realize that you can get past anything and be have a successful real estate career. You have been a friend of the show now for a number of years. I know a little bit about your story, but you're one who doesn't let things get in the way. Yeah, and I had a lot of adversity. I keep things tight to my chest with that type of thing. I'm a big social media person, but a lot of people put the highlight reels out there. And so we're coming forth and saying, nobody has just highlight reels. Right. And shared some of the stuff that we had. And, I went through starting out in car sales, having all kinds of sexual harassment in that day and age. Can only imagine. And then, kind of felt that through the real estate industry, too, as I climbed, just trying to fit in and get opportunity. Going to, I travel to go all these conventions and things, which were very man heavy, and it was a super challenging thing to find a place to fit as a woman going by yourself out of town to these type of things, and thinking that you're meeting somebody that is really interested in you and helping you succeed, to only find out that there was other things that they were interested in. So it was just a lot of that type of thing that I share, and some other women share things like that as well. It's got a lot of really good inspirational stories. We've got an author's Zoom tonight, so from 6 to 7, if anybody wants to jump in and have conversations with the 16 different authors, we're going to have that live tonight at 6 to 7. So where do you get the book, or the name of the book, and how do you get it? The name of the book is Ladies that Boss Up in Real Estate. Yes. And it's on Amazon right now, but then if you go to my website, experiencerealestate-re.com, experiencerealestate-re.com, then you can order the pre-book for the paperback. I also suspect that if you haven't yet already, you will be getting a lot of women reaching out saying, oh, my goodness, I'm so glad you're telling this story, because this is exactly what happened to me. Yes, and we had one program, one event where we all came together, like about 10 of us came together, did a panel. We kind of all thought it would be a little bit fluff, the first panel, and really, really moved the room. We were all shocked. And each one of us, as we went to speak, emotion came over so many of us, because we've pushed that down as part of our life for all these years, and always put out the sunny, everything's great side. So it's interesting to hear people talk about it and really kind of go back to their soul. I didn't even know your journey, Kathy. So hearing that, I can't imagine how many people that you will inspire. And to me, it's like everybody has imposter syndrome, because you think, that's how I lived, and that's just my life, and, it's no big deal compared to other people. But as I was going back and writing, because it started out as an interview style, and then they put the interviews in, as a compilation into the book. But when they sent it back to me, it was like kind of all over the place, it wasn't cohesive enough. So I went back and rewrote a lot of it. And I literally was like in a funk for several days thinking, like, why am I so crabby? And it was reliving those feelings. Memory's a pretty powerful thing. Yeah, that I just had stuffed down all that time and had come out in the book. So, I don't know. Somebody might find my chapter interesting. They might find it boring. Who knows? Well, once you open that door to memories, it comes flooding back. Right. Yeah. And then the one chapter was hard to get it in. So it's like, all right, this is the stepping off point. Maybe there'll be an actual. I also know you enough to know, and your company enough to know that you have inspired a whole generation of young women to get into real estate, to stand up for themselves. So, you paying it forward, it goes a long way, too. And that was that's kind of been my platform, is giving people opportunity to come in and not have to sacrifice the things that I had to sacrifice in life to get to where I am in real estate.
Right.
Because there wasn't teams and all that back in the day. I was one of the first people in St. Louis to build a team. And that's the piece of the real estate business that can give you some balance. And I had no balance in my life. So it affected family. It affected marriages. It affected friendships because you really couldn't be present. You were there, but you were always working a contract and always like half in and half out. So that's really where my platform came from, to support other women and other people to have balance in life by being in a team.
Love to hear it. Anything real estate-wise we should know about?
Real estate-wise, real quick, rates were down last week, back in the low sixes, so that's a good opportunity. We saw an increase of buyers come in, lots of contracts. I know our mortgage side had 18 contracts come in in 5 days. I think we had about 10 or 12 come in personally. And the prediction, NAR, the National Association of Realtors, met last week. They say 2023 might be a little, going down somewhat. About 7% is the prediction, but then it's going to come back by 2024. So we might just have a little bumpy next year, but then kind of see through it.
Well, St. Louis kind of misses all that national trend, right? We're just slow and steady and plod along. And
but we're seeing still price reductions. We're seeing houses not move right away.
Right.
And again, doing the fix-up things just to get the attention on those.
KathyHelbigGroup.com, 314-276-SOLD, 314-276-SOLD, or KathyHelbigGroup.com. She's forgotten more about real estate than we'll ever know. She is the one to go to, buying or selling. Yours truly, a successful trip through the Kathy Helbig Buying and Selling Seminar this year. And a happy holiday season in store. Thanks for Kathy Helbig. 314-276-SOLD or KathyHelbigGroup.com. Good stuff, Kathy.
Thank you.